I've been meaning to look at this performance for quite some time, this official video of Journey, Open Arms. I don't know if I know this, and that's shocking. I might do, that's the thing. I might start playing it and I'm like, oh, actually I do know this song. At this moment in time, I've not watched this. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, but you can call me Jen. I'm a singer and a voice teacher, and today I am bringing down the vocals of Steve Perry from Journey, Open Arms. I'm really excited. These are always first time reactions unless I mention at the beginning of the video, and like I said, from at this exact point, I don't know. Looking forward to be breaking down the vocals. That's the kind of video that you've clicked on today. It is a reaction and an analysis video, so I will be stopping and talking about the vocals. If you'd rather watch the full video uninterrupted, I've left the link to the original video in the description below. If you do enjoy what I do over here, then please do consider checking me out over on Patreon, and please do go and check out my original music over on Spotify or wherever you listen to music. I have vinyl records of my album Echo, that was released earlier this year. So if you do want physical copies, just get in touch or follow the link to my Bandcamp page or my merch site in the description below. And if you don't own a record player, I do have digital downloads as well. So please, and thank you to everyone who has supported as an independent artist. It honestly means a lot. Right, hit that subscribe button and the bell button, and let's get to Journey, Open Arms.
Lying beside you, here in the dark, feeling your heartbeat with mine. Softly you whisper, you're so sincere. How could our love be so?
Oh my gosh, I don't think I have heard this song. So yeah, let's rewind. Beautiful. I love, it's interesting because I do know his voice in terms of like studying, but I love the way that he kind of plays around with the dynamics in every single word, like the crescendos and the swells in amongst it. There's such drama to it. You know, the way that he's just holding the mic so relaxed, but it's kind of like leaning on his chin as he's just singing. It's just a really chilled, relaxed vibe.
Lying
beside you, and as he comes back down here, and as well there's lovely like vibrato moments, lying like straight onto it.
Lying beside you, here in the dark.
So I'm stopping after every sentence now because this is so cool. Da da. There's this lovely bright quality in his, like the timbre right here. Da. It's not like, it's not dark. It's not like sunken down. He has an overall brightness quality anyway to his voice, but it's got this lifted feel. There's this lovely twang included in this note to get this bright and out. And also notice how the spread is happening kind of at the top of his mouth rather than pulled down. Small things like that really change the shape and overall quality. Same note. Interesting.
Here in the dark, feeling your heartbeat with mine.
I love that breath after.
You whisper, you're so sincere.
That's the part. Sincere. I love how he goes through that diphthong. Sincere, sincere. Like he's really going through both of the vowel sounds. Yeah, like just using that to create this really lovely sound. Again, super close to the mic. It allows us to really hear those quiet moments as well as he kind of swells and goes a little bit loud and then drops right down. We're there with him. We can hear everything. Chilling.
You're so sincere. How could our love be so blind?
And there's this really like like really kind of like moany kind of feel through the words as we kind of not just directly hitting all of them, we're kind of sliding in amongst them sometimes. Beautiful opening with just him and a piano. really, really just bare.
So
A vibrato.
we sailed on
Yes.
together. We drifted apart. And here you are by my side. So now I call you
I'm in shock. How have I not heard? Surely I'm going to have this argument in my brain for the remainder of this and the remainder of the day, week, month. I don't know. But we're here. And I'm so happy that I'm finally doing this because this should be in my playlist already. Why is it not doing that? I'm so annoyed that I just wasn't 1982, that I wasn't around. Anyway. The passion and the drama is so great. I just love it. I love, like, you can feel, I'm watching this through a screen. Imagine, like, being there live in the audience, just feeling, I know this is an official video, but this seems like real, like, footage, unless they recorded it in and wanted it to look like that. What was that story about? Isn't Bon Jovi, the Living on a Prayer, that they hired, like, was it empty and they put them, no, they hired, like, and it was like a concert to make them feel like, but they weren't that big yet, and it made, anyway, that's a cool story. Let's talk about these vocals. Wow. Again, he's not that far with the mic from his mouth. We are seeing a little bit of a chin wobble as well with the vibrato, but I think that's just an extension of just him pouring his heart out, singing these words. Da, like hitting such high notes really well and connected. This is a great mixed belt. In order to belt, we need to be chest dominant wherever it is. If it's fully in the chest voice, and because we're going higher, it's going to be a little bit of a blend, a little bit of a mix with some softer qualities in there to keep that on top and lifted. But it's so present and full. It's so great. And let's just go back to that moment because it changed from, yeah.
we sailed
Like so instantly.
we drifted apart.
And there's like a little bit of distortion in that glottal onset, and so we're showcasing the false vocal folds action here. If we were to play around, like if we were to use distortion in our true vocal folds where we're singing, we would irritate our vocal folds, and it would just wouldn't be nice. It would be painful for us. So we want to activate the false vocal folds, but it's just like above, in the area above our true vocal folds, and that's when we can keep playing with this distortion. It's so great.
We drifted apart. And here you are by my side.
I love that progression.
So
This is stunning. This is so good. Let me just see what note we're on here because... Right, A4. So yeah, we are around F sharp for lower set male voices. That's where the first passage lies. That moment where we go from thick to thin fold really quickly, and we kind of have that Tarzaddy moment. Like that break happens. We can clearly hear that Steve Perry's just continued going, and somehow this chest dominant sound is continued. He is not doing this by reaching with the same quality. Yes, that the same kind of elements and qualities of a chest voice is up there, but not fully the same. We have to be lifted up from the top and have elements of our head voice in there as well to stay lifted, because the vocal folds naturally are going to thin out. But we are still achieving a full sound. This is just so wonderful. Notice how there's also not too much change of the vowels as well. Urban arms, like urban out, like it's just so relaxed and free. The emotion in this as well, there's lovely, when we include this whiny kind of feel, we include resistance in our vocal folds, so it's really beautifully paired. So lifted at the back. That change, I love backing. There's like something changing as we kind of descend there. It's really nice. But notice that pouty lips. When we pout our lips, we get an overall darker quality. It's so cool. Yeah, and that higher note, wow.
Be without you,
Ooh.
living alone. This empty house seems so cold.
Okay, beautiful link with a bit of a guitar solo link into that. Really, really nice sound. Now we have the drums come in with this verse and more guitar as well. So we're just filling up the space. We can really, we're having a different kind of melody phrases as well from Steve Perry, just exploring his higher part in this verse. What's really evident is the kind of huskiness that he brings. There's a constant breath the higher he goes, and what that means, as we're like, we can hear his wonderful range and how he can provide such clarity in these big belts, right? You know, as we saw in the chorus. But here we're just allowing the vocal folds to naturally thin out as we get higher and include a little bit of this breathy huskiness to it. And it's, you know, we wouldn't want that to change because that's what makes us unique and stand out from every other singer. I just love how it sounds so real.
So cold. Sweet to hold you, longing you there.
Right, sorry, I do need to talk about that. Da, 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 da. Look how much engagement he has in his body to hit this higher note. And it seems so effortlessly, it just flows out of his body. Of his mouth. It's so cool. Da, da. We're getting a little bit of a lean. It's kind of like he wants to lean this way actually. Da, 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 da. But again, there's such great resistance in his vocal folds. That's how we're going to get a clearer tone up there. He's not pushing up with lots of volume. It's actually held back. That, you know, it's not about reaching with the thicker folds and volume. He's placing it there and allowing everything to come behind. It's so open. I love that long note there. Oh my God. Again, that control, sorry, before we go into this section, that control from such a big sound, not forcing that volume out there. There's lots of twang again. I'm not going to repeat what I said about the first chorus because, you know, it's pretty much the same, but there is such an ease and control as he descends and goes back to this softer quality. Someone who's so in control of their voice, it's so good. It's just so magical. We all have like areas of our voice that shines more, and this note da 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 just sounds so good. I love that delay in the second half as well. Da 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 da, da. Like there's a little bit of a delay with the lead. It is so interestingly like put there. Really pouty again. And the fact the fact that he also da, 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 like after he holds on to right to the end, da, and then like we see his body kind of go prepare for the next line, or just, you know, then embrace for the next line. It's so in tune, and he's just so in it. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Oh, I mean, okay, it says official video, but I guess that was live then. But really interesting though, because structurally it had like verse, chorus, verse, chorus. There wasn't really a guitar solo or a middle eight, which is also kind of with Don't Stop Believing. It kind of follows the same, and then the ending's different. Interesting. I want to hear more. Like, there are so many different bands that I just need to catch up. Please do send me more performances by Journey, especially if they're live as well. Like, I'd love to break down and see what he's doing. We've got such close your eyes and be like, we're in good hands. It's so beautiful. Thank you very much for watching this reaction and the analysis. Please hit that subscribe button, the bell button, and the thumbs up button. Remember to go and check out my own music. And if you've made it this far in the video, please pop one of these symbols in the comment below to let me know that you've made it this far. And if you can't find that emoji, put brackets rock emoji. Remember to go check me out over on Patreon as well. But otherwise, I'll see you very soon for another video. Bye.